Today we're learning Come Together, which is perfect when someone says, play us something. I'll show you how to play the song completely on your own. No band and no backing needed. Step by step. We start with the famous intro. 3, 4. It's easy, but getting the rhythm and the vibe right, it's not so easy. We play the first note with the palm mute. We mute the notes with our right hand over the guitar bridge. The best tip I know for perfecting palm muting is to have a clear idea of the sound you want in your head. Without that, you won't know if you're doing it right. Then, through trial and error, find the exact spot on the bridge to mute the string so it matches your inner sound. Bop, 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 bop. I think of the phrasing like a drummer. The low notes are the bass drum, bam, bam. And the high notes are like the snare, ba, 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 bam, 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 ba, ba, da, dam. If you play this 4 times in a row, we have our intro. 3, 4. For the first verse, we use double stops to give the melody more punch. The first note is still palm muted and forms an accompaniment, completely separated from the melody that follows. Again, think of the low note like a bass drum. Bam! Here's the rhythm of the first part. For this double stops, we use the third finger. 3, 4. Then we play double stops with open strings and using the second and third fingers. 3, 4. Together it sounds like that. 3, 4. 3, 4. It's not just the rhythm that's important, you also need to pay attention to how long each note rings. It helps to sing along in your head as you play. Bam, da 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 da. When you hear me play it on the guitar, you'll notice it lines up exactly with what I just sang, or at least I hope it does. If you play this 4 times, we have the first part of the verse. 3, 4. We play this B7 in the next 2 bars. So the rhythm is 3, 4. Three, 4. There are 2 important points here. First, make sure you hear the top note clearly, because that's our melody. Second, the chords need to be the right duration. We have to stop the sound of the notes. Some are quite short. That's why it's so important to have a clear idea in our head of how you want it to sound. Stopping the notes also requires coordinations of the hands, because normally we're not used to making a movement to stop a sound. But that's exactly what we have to do with both our right and left hand to control the note length. I stop here. And I stop here with this hand. Now let's move on to this A7. Here too the melody sits on top and we want to make it sure it comes out clearly. The rhythm might look simple, but it's still really important to get the articulation right by hearing it clearly in our mind. 3, 4. Now for the next part of our song, we'll play the intro an octave higher to bring a little more energy into it. The articulation remains similar, but I'll add a slight vibrato on the 5th note and a slide on the last note. Otherwise, I'm thinking of drums again. 3, 4. We also play this 4 times. Now let's play the verse again, but this time with a chord. This one is often called the Hendrix chord because Jimi Hendrix used it frequently. It's an E7 sharp 9. What makes it so special is that it captures the essence of the blues. It has both a major and a minor third, so you could say it sounds major and minor at the same time. That gives it really a powerful, expressive character. Now let's see how we actually use the chord. Again, articulation is the key, and remember the top note of the chord is always our melody note. 3, 4. 3, 4. We have to be a little careful here because it's not so easy to play this chord and then go on directly with the melody. What really helps me again is singing the phrases internally. That way I don't depend on the technique, but I already know how it should sound, and then I just adjust my finger to match that sound. That way my fingers follow my inner idea of the sound, not the other way around. 1, da, 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 ba, da, da, ba. If you play this 4 times, you have the first part of the second verse. 3, 4. There's a slight variation that can be added in from time to time by down playing the third note of the melody. I will now play the first 2 bars with the regular rhythm and then the next 2 bars with the variation. But first I'm gonna show you once the variation. 3, 4. And now, like I said, the whole thing together. 3, 4. The second part of the verse is exactly the same as before. Let's play it one more time so you get the full part before we move on into the chorus. Remember B7 and A7. 3, 4. Now we come to the chorus where we need a bar chords. The first one is the D flat minor 7. This one. First we play the pickup and then we land on it. It sounds like this. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then comes the B6 and A6. And the A6 we hold to play the melody. So in time it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Then comes the short B7 and the pickup that leads back to the intro. Together, slowly it sounds like that. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Now I'll play the whole song again with taps so you can play along. Thanks for watching. If you like to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how it was for you. Could you follow along? Was it too slow or too fast with the explanation, or maybe gave too much detail? And would you like to see more lessons in this style? Thank you!